All right, welcome back.
Welcome back. We were talking about Rock Lee at the Academy.
Yes.
So
who is
then there's the other headcanon that I 100% believe, and it is not just headcanon in my books, but headcanon in a lot of people's books, of Rock Lee is Guy Sensei's son.
Yeah, a lot of people say this.
Because there's no way in hell you get those eyebrows unless it's genetic.
Yeah, I like to think that too.
what's going on?
Because look at
They
Rock
never
Lee's
said-
son. That's 100% genetic thing.
Yeah, it's passed down with the family. I mean, look at Guy Sensei's dad.
Yeah.
It's 100%
It's a
genetic.
genetic thing.
Those eyebrows are genetic. I do have I think you're right. I think Guy Sensei had a child out of wedlock and didn't want to make Kakashi feel bad. So he, lied about it and just, never acknowledged his son. But that's why he was watching over him in the academy. That's why he's
100%.
on his team.
100% canon in my books.
That's why he saves his life from Gaara, even though he's like, why did you save him? And he's like, because that child is precious to me. But he doesn't say he's his son. But he says it's precious to him. It's very specific wording. I'm
100% canon in my books.
I think it's true. I think it's definitely his kid. I always figured they were gonna reveal it at some point, and then they just never did. And I was like, all right,
sloppy writing.
Yeah, sloppy writing. I agree.
And then again, listen to the rest of Naruto Shippuden.
True, very true.
Well, we can't, because how many other fathers in Naruto die? So many.
Maybe that's why he did it. Maybe fucking Guy Sensei was like, I don't want to die like my dad or all the other dads in Naruto, so I just will refuse to acknowledge that I'm a father and that I can't die.
100% canon. 100% canon.
Like, this fucker dies, third Hokage dies, Naruto's dad dies. There's a lot of fathers that die in Naruto.
Shikamaru's dad dies.
Yeah,
Inu's dad dies.
Everyone's dad dies in
I
Naruto.
don't know about Choji's dad, but
You know what's funny? Even if Guy was like, I'm hiding it, that way I won't die, because if I never acknowledge I'm a father, I won't die. He still almost dies.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking about it though, like, Shikamaru's dad dies, Inu's dad dies,
Yep.
Naruto's dad's dead,
Yep.
Naruto's father figure dies,
Yep.
Naruto's
Naruto's main father figure doesn't die, but his father's died.
yeah.
We'll do
Yeah.
our best.
Jiraiya dies, so Naruto's kind of father figure dies.
Yeah.
Kakashi is kind of a father figure, kind of an older brother to Naruto.
Kakashi was more of Sasuke's father figure.
Yeah, you're right.
And also, he technically doesn't die, so he gets away with it.
He gets away with it. Sasuke's father dies. Then again, his entire clan dies.
Sai's entire family dies.
Oh, yeah. Before the start of the show, and then he kills his brother.
Kabuto's family dies. To the point where we just don't even know any of them.
Yeah.
Including, he doesn't know any of them either. They die that early.
Yep.
There's a lot of dying in Naruto, mostly within the families.
All of Gaara's family is dead except for his older brother and sister.
Yup.
So yeah, I guess just being a father in Naruto,
Yeah, it's a death sentence.
it's a death sentence.
Yeah, don't be a father in Naruto or you will die.
Naruto died.
Naruto's the only one who lucks out. He doesn't die, he just dies in the plot. They send him to a void dimension for a long time.
What's wrong, Shikamaru?
Sure, makes sense.
It's funny. Okay, it's funny because I wasn't watching, but I was reading the Boruto, right? Because technically, I don't think it's been animated yet.
No,
but,
it has not. I think they. I think they recently started re-airing it. No,
maybe?
it's not out yet. It's not out yet, actually.
But what cracks me up about it is Naruto gets sent to the void dimension, so he can't see his son and he can't escape. And I had just finished watching the Inuyasha spinoff, so I'm like, this is the same thing they did in Inuyasha. Is Naruto just stealing shit from Inuyasha?
Yes,
now?
yes it is. Yes, it is.
Because, the whole fucking opening of the Inuyasha is just Yashu something? Half-Demon Princesses? I can't remember the name of the title.
Inuyasha sequel.
Yeah, Inuyasha sequel is she's just Asuna-sensei, whatever you do, don't die, we have a kid. And he's like, don't worry, I'm not planning on dying.
And then he died.
And then he dies.
I heard you leaving for missions.
That's like the I'm not planning to is my favorite excuse for stuff like seatbelts. They're like, leave a seatbelt. And I'm like, why? I'm not planning on crashing.
Dude, I...
Yeah.
So you can be a reckless driver. I can be a reckless driver.
Listen, I'm not a reckless driver. I drive with passion.
Passion.
Drive with passion.
But,
I know.
you know, you don't ever think you're gonna get into a car accident, but you also aren't stupid enough to not wear a seatbelt.
It's not that I don't think I'll get into a car accident. It's that I don't plan on getting into a car accident. That's the difference.
Yeah.
It'll be over.
But, like, you're not stupid enough to not wear a seatbelt. You will wear a seatbelt.
Yeah. Yes.
I know some people who are like, nah, I never wear a seatbelt, and I'm like, why?
I mean, okay, so here's my thing on seatbelts. I don't think seatbelts should be mandatory for people to wear. Because the only person who's in danger is them. Like, if they crash their car and die, oh fucking well, they should have wore seatbelts.
The thing that I hate about the state we live in,
Yeah.
which I think if people have watched the videos, they know what state we live in,
Yeah. Yep.
Asuma.
is I can get a ticket
Yep.
if you didn't wear a seatbelt in my car.
Not necessarily, actually. It's
Oh, they
only
also
if the
get
person doesn't have a license. If the person in your car has a license, they will get the ticket and not you.
Right, I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
But if they're underage, or they are below the age where they can get a license,
Yep.
you get the ticket.
Which
Because
is
you're being
so-
a reckless parent at that point,
Right, you're
essentially.
being a
Even if
reckless
you're
guardian.
not their parent,
You're being a reckless
guardian.
adult in
Yeah.
the presence of a child,
Yeah, exactly.
which is annoying.
Yep.
But I forgot that's how that works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's,
forgot that's how
it's
that works.
goofy AF. My whole problem with the seatbelt thing, though, is that, like, one, the only person in danger is me.
Yeah.
So, like,
I'm not wearing a
if I'm not
seatbelt-
wearing a seatbelt, the only person I'm endangering is myself.
Yeah.
And second off, I gotta wear a seatbelt, but we're still allowed to have motorcycles?
Yeah.
Alright,
let's,
sure.
Let's not go on about that. Yeah. You know, I think a motorcycle's cool and all, but every time I'm near a motorcycle, when I'm driving, I'm like, oh, now I have to be extra fucking cautious that this fucking idiot doesn't hit me and I get in trouble because they're on the motorcycle.
First off, if they're on a motorcycle, they're way more cautious than you could ever hope to be.
Yeah, you're right.
Because if they weren't, they'd already be dead.
Right. You're 100% right.
I will tell you right now, the best drivers in Massachusetts are motorcycle riders because they know they will die if they're
They
not.
have to be incredibly vigilant because you hit a pothole in this state,
Yeah, you're
and
like
your soul leaves the body.
You're screwed.
Okay.
The irony is that motorcycle drivers are the best drivers in this state because Massachusetts has some of the worst drivers in the country, so they're extra vigilant.
It's funny because I guess they've done some of like the research,
Yo.
and I guess what do you think the state has the worst roads in the entire country?
It's either Massachusetts or California.
Rhode Island.
Really?
I
I'm
think
actually
they
surprised
recently-
about
They
that.
recently did a survey. I think it's like Rhode Island is up there, if not like the worst. It's up there in the worst.
I could see it.
And we're playing as Asuma. Cool.
Asuka Sensei.
We never played as another character other than Naruto.
Oh no, I should have stayed. Oh, okay. Anyways.
But
Yo.
yeah, I guess Rhode Island has some of the worst.
I'm actually surprised about that.
They have some of the least amount of roads in the entire state, entire country, and they have some of the worst.
What I find funny is that, like, we're pretty consistently ranked as, like, one of the worst. Okay, there's nothing up there. I figured I'd
Hit
check.
that, so okay, you have to punch it.
Yeah, I had to punch it, but for some reason the hitbox was being weird.
Yeah.
My dash hitbox is way too dashy.
Yeah, way too dashy. Gotta go fast.
Do I go up or am I going? Whoops.
Going.
I mean, I'm going up now.
I guess you're
Okay,
going
no,
all
I
the way
got.
up.
Come on, game. Word with me here. I love video games.
I hate them.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. It was, damn it. There is a hey, fuck off. No! God damn it! This fucking shuriken bullshitting motherfucker. I wanna kill this man. I wanna fucking kill this man. This fucking dash is awful. Okay. Yeah, Massachusetts. Or no, not Massachusetts. Boston. Boston gets hit with the worst driving in the entire country by city every like year, pretty much. And I'm always like, all right, well, Boston's kind of cheating though, because our roads were originally built for horses, and we never upgraded them for cars, and also we get some of the worst winters in the country.
Yeah. So New England.
So that kind of feels unfair.
New England has historically some of the worst winters in the entire country. And the roads were developed in the 1600s.
Yes, and we never upgraded them. We just paved over the fucking dirt.
It could be as bad as if we lived in New York, where if you go more than 20 miles an hour, you get a ticket from a camera.
Don't worry, that's going to be everywhere soon.
Oh, I know.
There's Starlink is apparently working with the government to make the biggest link of Chinese spy surveillance.
But for
ever.
Massachusetts, for the America,
for the entirety of America. So give it like 10 years.
Yeah, one of my coworkers, he was from New York, and he's complained about that to me before in the past, and I'm like, wow, that sounds terrible. I do not want to drive ever to New York.
Yep.
I'll just take the train over to New York.
It's rough, man.
Yeah.
It's a bad place to be. They've been like kind of adding them like sporadically through some of the states.
Yeah, I don't care for it. What I do know, though, is we don't ever have to worry about driving in New York or driving to New York because we can take a train from Boston to New York.
We can take a train from Boston all the way to Florida, technically.
You have to switch trains.
You have to switch trains,
yes.
but you could take a train from Florida, from all the way to Florida.
Yeah, I actually like it. I mean, granted, we definitely need more trains in this country.
Technically, to be fair, we're just kind of in a good spot for trains.
Yeah.
But, like, we could technically take a train all the way to California.
Oh, we can. We can. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty sweet.
Granted, but only to a few specific places in California.
Yeah. Well, at that point, it's up to California's amazing and very good subway system.
What are you talking about?
It's... what I find funny is it's like California's subway system is not the worst in the world, only because New York exists.
What is that noise I'm making?
What cracks me up is that like California is always the state that's like we need more public transportation. And I'm like, why do you guys keep arguing for more public transportation when you can't even upkeep the ones you have?
Yeah,
like your public transportation is really fucking bad, and you want more of it for some reason.
Why would you improve the stuff you got?
Like,
oh, dude, I don't know if you've seen anything on this. So, the Boston trains. They've been going pretty dang slow recently, I guess.
Yeah,
like
it's a new
10 miles an hour.
Yep, new development.
A little more. They're trying to. I guess they want to try to get the speeds of the trains back up to like 50 miles an hour.
Yep.
Which we'll see about that.
The irony is like before this happened with the trains going really slow for some fucking reason. Which might be due to winter. It's unclear.
I think it just has to do with how badly maintained the system has been.
Enough. Well, you say that, but like compared when you base its age off all of our competitors from the same time period, our fucking subways are miraculously well maintained in comparison, which is really saying a lot about how bad it's gotten.
Massachusetts public systems are up there and probably the better of the countries.
Yeah, which is not great.
But yeah, it's not great.
Like we have based off of the age, ours is miraculously in good condition compared to like New York or California's, like LA's. New York and LA's are really bad, and ours is older than both of theirs.
Yeah. Well, I think the other thing is Massachusetts actually tries to take some time at shutting them down.
Yeah,
we're maintaining
it. We do try, although I argue we don't do a great job at it.
Oh, 100%.
But we definitely try harder than New York.
Yeah.
New York, I feel like New York doesn't even try.
Well, dude, New York is constantly having construction, and like, have you ever been to New York?
Yes, but to be fair, it was a long time ago.
So we went to New York. What? 2 or 3 years ago, I think. I don't know if it was that long ago. I can't remember. Time is weird right now for me.
Yeah.
Life is disaster and falling apart. But
I think it was 3 years ago.
I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
I think it was like 2-ish years ago. Maybe a little more.
I think it was 2.
Yeah.
It was 2. Yeah. It was like garbage. It smelled like garbage.
That's
everywhere.
There's garbage everywhere.
Everywhere. It sucked.
Yeah, it's like that's because there's garbage everywhere.
And I would never want to drive in New York. Ever.
Sick counter.
Dude, that was
I don't think that was even a counter. I just think it
Put down
worked
an
out like
ultimate
that.
move. Where
I gotta
he can-
keep him away from the circle, or else he can do damage to me by doing damage to himself. They added the mechanic in the game, and it works as you would expect.
Wow. Like,
It's kinda
jank.
It's kind of neat, but it's like not as good as you'd think. His like actual ability is way crazier, where he just like does this giant
Dude,
spin.
Link Ninjutsu.
Oh no, I was nowhere near close enough to hit him.
Dude, he's in tactician mode. Now he's not gonna be garbage.
I am trying just to hit anyone.
Yeah, he's kicking your ass.
He's like, I'd argue he's like one of the best characters in the game. I am not even doing that.
Like the Shikamaru is doing it. Because you guys are
Apparently.
Link's ninjutsus.
Linku Nijitsu.
Yeah, he's another character with a Link ninjutsu.
Also
It's
known
only
as
like
one of those
3.
characters that should be like way better than he actually is.
I like.
But he's
Asuma.
not great in this game.
Like he looks. I like Asuma. His design is really dope.
Yeah,
I just wish they used him better,
agreed.
and they didn't like kill him off.
It's alright, he
immediately.
gets to be cool here. He goes to kill that man, he cuts the whole building in half. Dude. He kills everyone behind him too.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, public transport. It's
not good.
not good.
This is why whenever people are like, we need more public transport and less cars, I'm like, you're fucking stupid. Like, you really think that the government's gonna maintain those? They can barely maintain roads, and you think they're gonna maintain public transportation? In fact, we have public transportation. Look how well maintained it is.
Yeah.
Like,
If money was put more actually into that, which would be great. But
their argument is that they'll take the money out of the roads and put it to public transportation. And I go, no, they'll take the money out of the roads and put it into military budget. Like they do with fucking everything they cut the budget of.
yeah. I am a true-blooded American.
Yeah.
Military definitely needs all the funding it should.
Do you need a hand?
But
Yeah.
maybe we should maintain things designed to use them for the military to use.
Listen,
Because the highway system
yes.
wasn't designed for people.
It was
It was
designed
designed
for
for
the
the military. So maybe the military should
Actually-
subsidize some of that budget.
Listen, to be completely honest with you though, compared to all the roads, the highways are the ones that are in the best condition.
That is true.
It's the public roads that aren't.
That is true.
Highways are usually well maintained. You know why? Because those are government funded, not state funded.
Right.
It's almost like when the state has to fund public transportation, it's awful.
Yeah.
But when the government does it, it's really good because they also use it.
So what I'm hearing is any interstate,
yeah.
so anything that goes between the states, which is a few things, they're
To be
always
fair, there's a
very-
lot of interstates, and they're pretty huge.
They're pretty good. They're
Yeah.
pretty good. Like, you look at 44. That goes, I think, most of New England.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Pretty
44
much.
drives
Pretty much
through
the entirety of New
Rhode
England.
Island
Yeah.
and Connecticut and into New York too.
Yep.
And that's pretty good for like the entire time you're on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that goes a long way. I think about it.
Dude, all the interstates, man, the fucking Interstate 95 to
Oh, 95 is
whatever.
amazing.
95 is in like perfect condition.
Yeah.
There, you won't find a single pothole on that whole fucking highway.
Yeah. And like, because of where I'm working now, I am on 495 every day.
Yep. Also great shape, right?
It's in pretty damn
Yeah.
good shape.
There's like
I've
every
been
now and
driving
again I'll run into like a pothole on that highway.
and they fill that pretty
And
quick.
they fill them pretty quick.
Like,
Sir,
I drive on that.
a chance against
I've been driving on that for pretty much as long as we've been on this show, pretty much.
yeah. Yep.
So like, yeah, that has always been consistently between that and 44. They've always been in pretty damn good shape
Yep.
compared to the rest of the roads, which sucks
Yeah.
compared to the rest of the roads.
Everything else is fucked.
Yeah. Like anything that's kind of a national thing, totally good.
To be fair, people should also take advantage of this more in our state, which is if you see a pothole, report it. Because if you report it and
it
it's
gets
not
put on the radar.
it gets put on the radar, but if it doesn't get fixed and then you damage your car for it, the state has to pay for damages. So people should take way more advantage of that.
Oh, I'm reporting everything now.
Yeah. So just like report the pothole and then run into that pothole like if it's not repaired in like 2 weeks, slam into that pothole
If you
at
have a
like
shitty car.
100 miles
If
an
you have a shitty car.
hour and destroy your shocks, and then have the state pay for your fucking your shock repair.
Dude, that's amazing. I'm assuming that only works on like the highway or.
I would look into it. No, it's state roads.
State roads?
Yeah, you have to report it to the state.
Okay. But like anything that's like a little town road, that doesn't apply to probably.
Yeah, I think so.
But anything that's a state road, which is
like
smaller road.
look into this before you do it. There's
Yeah.
probably a whole bunch of like.
Do not take Chris's word as gospel there.
There's probably a whole bunch of caveats to that you have to like prove to actually get it to go through. So I'd look into it before you just slam your car at 100 miles an hour into a pothole.
Yeah, how about that?
Murderer man. Murderer man, take his shoes. Murderer man, take his shoes. Murderer man, take his shoes so I can be more comfortable. So the thing with that move that he did, it's like his special.
Yeah.
You don't want to teleport. And this is why he's ridiculous. You can't teleport out of it. Because if you do, you teleport directly behind people when you do the counter. That hitbox is a full 360 degrees around him.
I thought.
So if you teleport out of it, you just teleport into it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So he's kind of crazy. Sumo-sensei?
Sumo-sensei.
I hope you don't die some sort of egregious, terrible death. That would be awful.
That would suck.
I would be very sad if you died some sort of egregious, terrible death and left your wife and child without a father.
And that Shikamaru has to step up and become the father figure for your kid.
It'd be really upsetting if a 16-year-old had to take your wife.
Which he does, and then that's how she ends up in a wheelchair. Because Shikamaru's big-ass dick in Shadow Clone Jutsu.
I like to imagine that Shikamaru, like, when Asuna dies, Shikamaru becomes, like, her new husband, right?
Yep.
And so he fills in for all of the positions that he covered.
100%.
And then Shikamaru gets an actual wife, and then every, like, couple weeks he has to be like, no, sorry, I have to go to my other family. I've been avoiding them for too long.
100% headcanon.
Get it?
What's his name of his god thing again?
Oh, it's
It's something dumb.
I'm sure he'll say it. Oh, I just pressed too early. It's like Jashin or something? Yeah,
you're
Jashin,
right.
yeah.
You're right.
Lord Jashin requires sacrifice.
He's freaking out when Jashin's gonna avenge him, and then he never does, and it's just like, wow.
I shall be avenged by Lord Jashin. Jashin has strucken me with illness. Jashin!
Who's gonna be next? Any of you will be fine. I'm easy.
Oh man.
I mean,
at least buy him dinner first.
I mean, at least he's easy, I guess.
You don't come at me. I'll come at you.
Ayo.
Shikamaru!
We came to help.
Choji! Ino! What's this? Reinforcements?
Quick, Eco shoot your Choji formation number 17!
This is fucking crazy.
I'll distract him. Ino, you take care of Asuma Sensei.
Shikamaru! Shikamaru, don't do anything stupid!
Choji, I can fight too.
No, Shikamaru, your chakra's almost gone.
Alright, they come with like
Argue with me.
2 or 3 extra dudes,
Otherwise, Asuma
Yes.
and then they all get fucking murfed.
The extra dudes exist to get murfed.
Yeah, pretty much.
So the team
I don't
can
think they
escape.
actually die. Oh no, they do.
He's already gone.
They let they let the 3 guys in Asuma escape,
Yeah.
and then those other 2 dudes get murfed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or they fall back eventually and they live, air quotations.
Well, they get, like, busy. So, like, the Akatsuki just kind of leave. They literally tell them to wait. They're like, wait right here, we'll be back. And then they were like, now's our time to retreat.
Right, because they had to do a ceiling, I think, for something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's because they got one of the Jinchuriki, so they had to go and steal the Jinchuriki away.
Yeah.
But I forget which one though.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
I think it was 6. It might have been
But
6.
I feel like it was 6. It might have been no. I think it was 2. I think it was the chick.
I thought she got captured early. Oh no, I think it might.
Yeah, I think she get captured at this point, and that's when they take her away.
I don't know. The manga is actually different than the anime.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, I know.
What, the manga can be different than the anime? That's fucking crazy.
Whoa!
Thanks back to Full Metal Alchemist. Anyways, we're gonna have to pick this up on the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.